thoughts of you and sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt to maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to, but you hold on to me cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. Stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to.
I know I pushed it a little late. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go. See,
so many O's.
You just got to ask Bailey what the F stands for in the LG.
Flippin'.
And the LFG.
Let's flip.
Lights,
go.
flights, and girlfriends.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Happy Friday.
It is Friday.
It's been a week. Oh, no one knows what day it is.
Messed up week. No.
7 days of torture, 7 days.
Yeah, all that. It has been. It's been for us. It feels like 2 weeks. This week has been a very long, drawn out week.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry that we missed y'all yesterday. We were
Me.
definitely gonna go. We were heading in to do it, but
I need a nap.
the queen was needed her sleep,
I did.
her rest.
Took a nap.
So I sent her to bed.
Yes. About 4:30 to 7. It's
I
done.
said, yeah, about 4:30. I said, go take a nap. Because she wasn't grumpy or anything. She just wasn't feeling well. So I was like, hey, take care of yourself. Go lay down. She got up about 7:30-ish. And then, yeah. Then we just
That's right.
relaxed for
Yeah.
the evening. It was good for her.
Every
yeah.
once in a while, you gotta take a nap.
Every once in a while. I mean, every once in a while, you just got to listen to your body when it's not.
Yes.
When it's like, hey, man, I'm shutting down.
Yeah. That part.
Nah.
I've done a lot better now that all the kids are big because they don't need me as much. And I'm like, I'm going to take a nap.
They haven't needed you for a minute.
That's not true.
You felt like they did.
They still do.
Okay.
I get lots of messages.
But there's a reason why you get a lot of messages.
They don't need me.
They could do it on their own.
They could. Not the
So
same.
so they don't need you. They want you around.
Yes.
There's a big difference.
Okay. Well, the kids want me still. Doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
Anyways, nap time.
They're cordless.
Who are?
Your kids.
Yeah, I know.
My kids have always been cordless.
No, they haven't.
All 5 of them.
Not true.
Mhm.
Not true. They're just more hesitant to ask you.
Yeah.
That's all.
'Cause I sound grumpy all the time.
And they're like, "Do I need a life lesson today?"
I was like,
Probably not.
Do I need to hear the undertones of why you so stupid?
It's a yes or no question. Should I go for it?
Sometimes they do.
So there's no shot today. We're on a shotless Friday.
Yeah, we're on a shotless Friday. I am
I'm
sipping
tired.
on some goodies here. So we
Oh yeah, we could cheers our
did a little trip
cheers our
to
drink.
New Glory and got Graffiti Glow West Coast IPA. She's drinking, I don't know what that is.
Kombucha.
Not hard kombucha.
No, just a
Because
kombucha.
we have a hard kombucha in there.
I didn't like those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Probably why it's still in there.
it was too coconutty. Way too
Coconutty.
much coconutty in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
but
all.
cheers.
Cheers.
Salut.
Slanchava. Drink out of my pint glass. Excuse me.
This is a good one. It's pineapple kiwi and it has no added sugars. You can't have it, obviously.
I know, that's why probably why you got it, so I can't steal it from you.
No, but it only has like regular juice in it to make it sweet.
Regular
No
juice
extra
in it.
sugars. It's hard to find kombucha without like 84 grams of sugar.
It
Like,
is.
hum.
Because that's what it's made out of.
Yeah,
ferment-
tea.
Yeah, but it's fermenting. And when things ferment, they create the sugars.
Yeah,
and-
but you don't have to add sugar to it. That's the
That's
part
what
that
this-
gets annoying.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
true. Okay. I have been curating, going through some of our videos, our old videos here and there of some of the silly things that we've done over the last few years. I will be putting them on our Patreon.
Oh,
So if you want to see us play silly games, if you want to see some of the cousins and stuff playing games and those kind of things, we're gonna put them on there. Just the silliness
Yeah.
of over the last couple of years since we've started this podcast. I think what we've done it 3 years now.
I have no idea.
Been about 3 years at least. Whatever. So we're gonna put that on our Patreon very soon. I'm working on doing that, and then we're working on doing some special episodes because our gear is very travelable, and we are going to be traveling with friends soon, family and friends.
It's like we are.
We're going to Warp Tour.
I know.
And we'll
I
get to that.
remember
We'll get that toward the end of this because we are going to talk about in the Advise Me Not section. We're going to talk about Festival Fit, what
Yes.
that means. But yeah, sign up on our Patreon, patreon.com/Sarah and Scooter. That's Sarah with an H, and spell out the word and.
No ampersand.
No ampersands. But check it out because I will be putting some stuff on there. It's like $2 or $3. Can't remember now. I think it's $3. I don't know.
Neither.
Whatever it is, it's a few dollars so it can keep it up and running. And so when somebody does sign up for it, we can break even.
Yeah. Woo!
So thanks for that. On to our sponsors. Sponsors, as always, Lever Consulting. Go to aleverconsulting.com for a complimentary introductory consultation. great humans behind that project. So please go check it out. Yeah, Lucy's amazing.
Yes.
She's got a lot going on in life, and she still has time to help and see
Yeah.
people and do things.
Yes.
So
She's
go
just
check
the
that out.
Coolest. And we have Yaya's embroidery.
Boom, boom, boom.
She made this shirt. She made these hats. She's just also one of the
She
coolest.
did make that shirt.
You can find her on Instagram. Mention Sarah and Scooter. You get 10% off your whole order.
Whole order, 10% off. And check out those hats, those beautifully embroidered hats. Look at that shout out.
And I
Good
have
thing.
1 month to
Advise
get
me
one
on
in
that.
my size.
Why 1 month?
Warped.
You need one for Warped?
I need a hat for Warped. I might as well order
Oh,
one
you
of these. Well, yeah, it's gonna be sunny.
Yeah, it is. I want a
Yeah.
bucket hat.
You
All right.
have a bucket hat.
Yeah, but I want something cool on it.
Oh gosh.
All right, so maybe I have to get a bucket hat with something cool on it now. All right. So thank you very much.
You and Ryan get matching bucket hats.
Maybe. Maybe we'll put his Hop Daddy on there.
Well,
What? That'd be sweet. All right.
good thing. I'm gonna let you go first because I feel like I wrote yours down.
What do you mean?
How many good things do you have?
I have two.
Okay.
Two little ones.
Go ahead.
I mean, two little
I have to
words.
change mine, but go ahead.
First, I got to catch up with the Sib list,
Mm-hmm.
which is some of my brothers and sisters and stuff like that. So we had like a Zoom call, got to catch up a little bit on how everybody's doing. It was kind of like a quick less than an hour rundown of, hey, how we doing? Oh, this is what's going on in my life. This is what my kids are doing. Blah, 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 blah. And we blitzed through it, and it went great. Everybody was having a good time. So I think we're going to do that more often again, because we used to do that years ago, like 2022.
COVID.
It was 2022, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would like meet like once a month,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what, and then it kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
And trying to revive it. So that was really nice.
I probably saw your other one. We got to hang out with Bailey and Ryan. It
Yeah,
caught
even internetless.
was rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we lost all of
Everything.
we lost internet. We lost our cell phone service went down
trash.
to next to zero. So we couldn't even do a video call over that. We did just a phone call. We,
Yeah.
you
The
know,
old
it
people.
was almost like we almost went into a landline. It was so crazy. But yeah, like a few hours of just catching up and venting and seeing how we're all doing. I think we're going to do that on a more frequent basis. We're going to try that, do that once a week, catch up with them. So yeah, those are my two.
Okay. Well, that one was my one.
Oh, that was your one?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't know what happened this week. It's just been a week.
That was I mean, I think the good thing was I've been checking in or being checked on by people this week
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
It's just been one of those things of I'm trying to understand what, God, universe, the world is telling me right now. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay in tune with that. Like, am I checking in with people,
Yeah.
and into like even Slim reached out. I chatted with Will quite a bit. I chatted with Jim. There was multiple people that I chatted with, and I was like, it just kind of felt good.
Yeah.
Even talked to Eli a little bit. I
Mhm.
was supposed to text him again today.
You still didn't?
Dude. Well, I texted him last night going, man, I totally spaced. I'll text you tomorrow. And then I just spaced again.
Jeez.
So my nephew Eli, yeah, we've been chatting back and forth every once in a while. Not a ton, but enough to where it's like we need to chat more.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nice.
it's more of my good things are very much about check-ins
Yeah. That's good.
over almost last month.
You need
It's
more
been like that.
check-ins.
Yeah,
It's good for your
it's
soul.
true.
Oh, my other good thing.
There you go.
Scooter took his blood pressure.
Oh, we're going to get to that. That's going to be my shout out.
You shouting out yourself?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Taking
then.
my blood pressure.
I
Know
didn't
that
touch
I'm
my buttons.
not
though.
dying yet.
You want me to push it? Just
Yeah, keep
see how it
trying,
goes?
babe.
Okay. Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the week. I've got my one.
I have one of mine was Xfinity because I was annoyed at how long it was out.
Yeah, the internet was out all night long.
was-
But it was vandalism. And I'm sitting there going, that's odd.
Yeah.
It's like one pole takes down the
Right.
internet of a whole city.
Because so we had a
That's insane.
hotspot from Verizon, our cell phones are AT&T, and then our internet is Xfinity, and none of them were working.
Yeah.
And it was psychotic.
Well,
and I
just
was mad.
what volatile we are.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
part.
Is insane.
Yeah.
Like, because both of our businesses are like run 90% of it
Yes.
is online.
Correct.
It's crazy.
We'd be screwed.
Yeah. So
I almost drove somewhere to get better signal.
yeah, I mean, I don't know where you're driven to,
Becca's house.
Did she have internet?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that was one of mine. My other one. I get really annoyed by solicitors. Normally, Scooter's down here and he takes care of all of them. But if they come too early and I'm home, which those are like two miracle things happening at once, I have to get the door. And so we had,
Aw.
it's so sad. So somebody from Fidium stopped by and they're like,
Video was an internet
sorry,
service
yeah.
provided.
And they were like, I want to talk to you about switching over. I said, my husband does all that stuff. I don't care. And we'll figure it out. And he's like, well, can I give you my card? I was like, no. Again, he's like, what do you think? So I could just schedule an appointment now. And I was like, no, I don't care enough. Like, you have to talk to my husband because I don't care. And we'll just keep Xfinity until I die. But he wants to switch over. He'll figure it out. He's like, so should I come back a different day? And I'm like, you do what you want. This conversation's way too long for me. Where's Scooter?
I know. It is one of those things of, yeah, I respect the hustle,
Yeah.
but I'm also like,
And they're not even Fidium. They're like a third party.
I don't understand that whole thing,
Yeah.
so I mean, I can get my stuff directly through Fidium.
Right.
Do it online, punch it in, and then
That's what I told him. I was like, no, my husband's gonna just do it online. He's like, well, if you do it now, there's a special. And I was like, listen, I don't know if you can see it in my face. I already told you, it's not me.
unless you're my cousin,
Right.
or
Now, if you were selling baked goods.
or no, it's like if you were a friend of mine, I'd go through you, but
Right.
I don't know you,
Right.
so I don't really
What do I
care.
Yeah.
And I do, like I said, I respect the
Yeah.
hustle and everything. I was like, but it's almost like that. Even a couple of them, they've almost like gotten pushy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when they walk up and they start to hand you a piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
and you don't take it, they're like offended.
Oh, so thank God.
No, because I know that drill. It's like
Yeah.
when you walk up to somebody and you hand something, your first reaction is to grab it and take it.
Yeah.
I used to mess with people in retail all the time, and it would just be a piece of trash.
Yeah.
I would just and they'd take trash for
Yeah.
me. It's like, cool. But yeah, so and I wouldn't take it. And, and he was like kind of offended. I said, no, we kind of take care of our own. And he goes, well, do you know that they have that? I was like, I don't care.
See, that's why you should answer the door.
I said, it was a pest control person. I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
We take care of our own. Well, who do you use?
I don't know.
I don't have to tell you.
Again, don't
Like,
care.
why are you asking me? I was like, but you're asking me questions that are personal information.
Yeah.
So kick rocks.
Yeah.
It's like, don't get pushy.
Yeah.
Once you're pushy, if you go, hey, we're doing some pest control in the area, check us out if you'd like.
Right.
And I'd be like, cool, then I would take it.
Yeah.
All right, have a nice day.
Exactly.
That would be great.
Yeah. I don't like being
know?
sold. I already said, I don't answer the door without checking the video first.
Well,
I
same.
know. I didn't.
Oh, why?
Because I feel
Even
like,
I saw the video.
I feel like they're waiting too long if I have to check the video. Then I feel bad that someone's waiting at the door. I just went to
No, I
answer
saw
it.
the video.
Yeah, it was too long. I was standing there. I told Becca, stay on the phone in case they try to kidnap me. I also said, and I have no soliciting sign on the door. Too distracting working from home. You'd be surprised how many people ignore it. I'm like, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have one, but
I don't think they care.
But we thumbs in my ear. Yeah, we get quite a few, but they don't actually ring the doorbell
Yeah.
or knock or anything.
They just leave stuff.
It's only been pest control and
The
internet
Mm-hmm.
ISPs
Yeah.
are the only two that actually like ring the doorbell and wait for you to answer and come down
Yeah.
there. Everybody else is like lawn services.
Sometimes they just throw it at the door.
Yeah, they don't even. They
They don't
stand
even,
out
like,
there.
secure. They
Boom.
learn how to throw like a frisbee and they move
Yeah,
on.
They really do. Like that doesn't even register that something was there.
Yeah.
They do it so
So funny.
from far away.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with. I mean, I don't mind those flyers. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like there's one that we
It's
just
just
got
the-
for detailing your
It's the
cars.
knocking.
And
It's the
I was like,
knocking and want to
did
chat.
you see my dirty car out front? Is that the problem?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, my last one. So we have this membership through Regis, and we have a virtual office.
What is Regis?
Regis is like a workspace. So they own, not own. I feel like they own like floors of buildings, and they rent out each room separately.
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't have a room that we rent from them anymore. We just pay like a virtual service, but then we can have 5 free office spaces per month. So I go online, I book my Regis because it's included. It doesn't cost me anything, right? So then I go there to go set up in my room, and no one's there. And so I'm just sitting there, and I had booked, it's for a specific time slot. And if we didn't have it for free, it would cost us money. So I get there at my time, so I get there 5 minutes early. They have a sign up that says, "We'll be back shortly." I say, okay. So I sit there, and now it's my time slot started. No one's come back. I wait longer, obviously, because where else am I going to go? This is where I'm working for the next 3 hours. So the lady shows up I showed up at 11:55. She didn't come to her desk till like 12:20. And I'm like, if I would have had to pay for this service, I'd be pissed off, because what if I had a meeting at 12 and you guys confirmed my booking for 12, but nobody let me in an office until 12:20, and I'm late for my meeting. And so the crazy thing is, I've done this multiple times. I've never had this happen. The next day, did it again. Same thing happened.
Same office?
Different office,
Oh.
different city. Same thing. I show up at my appointed time. There's a sign that says we're not there. We'll be back shortly. The girl, it says sit in the business executive thing to sit down. So I sit there. I hear her come back. She never even checks to see if there's anybody in the little business lounge thing. So I get up and I just stand at her desk because she wanders and comes back. And I was like, oh, I had an appointment. Because at this point, this was like at 12:30 and it's after 1. And I'm like, I had a booking at 12:30. And she's like, okay. I was like,
It's now after 1.
I want to be like, I've been here since then. It's not like I'm late to my 12:30. Nobody was here. I just think it's got to be bananas for people who pay for it, like who are paying for that day and no one's there. Now I get it. I get it's lunchtime, but also then send an email that says, hey, we take our lunch.
Yeah, we don't have, you can't reserve that at this time.
Yes, because there's no one to let you at your office.
That totally makes sense.
I was just like, 2 days in a row is crazy.
No, did you?
I was annoyed.
Did you send a complaint or anything like that? And that's why.
I will.
But that's
my
why, I
list.
mean, probably Regis as a company thinks these places are performing great.
That's true.
Because nobody says anything.
I am going to send a complaint.
Yeah, if you don't say anything.
Because I know normally there's 2 people at the front desk.
It's not about that.
I know.
It's not about
they
that.
They could still say, hey.
It's not about that.
I know. It's the communication.
It's about telling the people that are in charge that it's not functioning properly.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden now it's like anywhere else, like even like small businesses. If you don't tell the small business owner that this employee is really rude,
right?
Like all the time. Like we're not talking like had a bad day.
Right.
We're just like, wow, they don't know.
That's true.
The owners don't know. The employees around them might know.
Yeah.
But you know, the people that can do something about it just don't know.
I was annoyed.
I just look at it that way.
I got my office, that was fine. But it was annoying.
Yeah, I had human beings are interesting. So we traveled to the Pacific Northwest in the last few weeks, like almost a month ago, right? When we were there, did you notice a different type of human being? Right?
You're trying to say they're nicer than Californians?
When it comes to being cordial.
Yeah.
And less entitled.
Yes.
Right? Like
I agree.
Walking across crosswalks, they wave and say thank you.
Yeah.
4-way stops. Usually we had one incident. I was like, what is happening right here?
Everyone was going.
Yeah, that was, I think that it was a free for all for 4-way stop. But just that in general, they were very kind.
Yeah.
They were very, looking out for other. Today, I went to the bank, dropped off a check, right, as a deposit, walked out, and the lady was so nice. Lady up front, she was like, well, how was your day? And I was like, pretty good. How's yours? She goes, oh, really good. She goes, yeah, day's almost over. She goes, how's your weekend? We got any plans for the weekend? And I said, yeah, I'm doing this. I was like, cool. Then another lady I don't know if she was being helped or she worked there or whatever. So I was leaving. It was a real quick appointment, and I walked out, opened the door, and I just let her open the door and let her go through. She didn't look at me. She looked straight ahead and was on her phone and just kept walking. Wasn't talking on the phone.
Yeah.
Just kept walking.
I hate people on their phones.
And I honestly go, okay, you're welcome. I really did. And she didn't even look up after that. I was like, I'm I wanted to follow her to her car and smack her across the face.
People don't pay attention anymore.
They think it's not people.
I know.
Because in the Northwest,
There's things still exist.
When we were in the Northwest, everybody opened the door for their, oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Or they want to open the door for you.
That's
And
true.
it's just a thing. At least in like Seattle and
areas we were
Olympia.
at.
Yeah. Those two areas. Come on, dude. Like,
We are in Natomas. So.
and she wasn't on the phone talking. She was just reading
Yeah.
something, doing. I was like, it takes you nothing to go, thank you. That's it.
I agree.
Or just look up and smile even.
Yeah.
But no, mean mug and not look me in the eye. I want
Just-
to,
Close the door back.
I'll tell you right now, if it was a dude, I would have probably said something even more, but I
Why?
didn't want to scare the lady. Well, she was probably a $120, it's like, she's not very big. So I was like, but if it was a dude that was about my size, I go, what the F, man? I was like, you're welcome. And maybe we got an altercation, but I was like, that'd have been fine. But I was like, it would have been fine because the problem is there's a strange thing in the climate of humanity right now that nobody has to put anybody in check.
That's true.
It's just a free for all.
Yeah.
And that's insane. I would want, if I forgot to say thank you to somebody, I said, you're welcome. If they said that to me, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I was really distracted. That's probably what I would say. That's it.
Yeah.
And then everything goes on and it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
I was like, how we probably become friends. If somebody put me in check like that because I didn't say thank you or something, we'd probably end up knowing each other.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, everybody can just be a jerk.
You
And we
move
all
on.
have to just tuck our head down and deal with it.
Well,
No.
well, also, people are crazy. And there's way too many people who just do crazy things when you say something they don't want to hear. I think it's more the fear of people than it is of like not wanting to check people.
Yeah, but then where's her fear?
She doesn't have any.
That's my point.
It's kind of like road rage. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like, I want to be pissed off at this person driving like an a-hole, but then I don't know what this person's going to do. So
Yeah,
how
but
do
she
you...
wasn't being an a-hole.
Yeah.
She was just disregarding somebody doing something nice for her.
That's true.
That's a whole different.
Still, you just don't know what people.
She didn't cut me off,
Yeah.
or she didn't, she didn't slam the door in my face. She didn't do any of that. She
Yeah.
didn't do anything.
I just have fear.
I did something for her,
Yeah.
and she didn't even say thank you. I was like, I wanted to drag her back by her ponytail, put her back in there, close the door, and leave and said, open your damn self.
That would have been funny. Just kidding. Keith said, I wonder if it's a generation thing.
No, this lady, it's not.
She was-
It's a climate. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a climate because we're out in the world a lot, you and I, especially with what we're doing. We're out in the world a lot. It's not. It's this lady had to have been late 30s, early 40s. So I mean,
Millennial.
She was an adult.
John said, hey guys, remember me? Great content so far. I still hate people, but I still open doors. Take the high road and pray and get disappointed.
I was so disappointed. I was so like, because I think it's because right before that interaction, it was like, we're at a bank.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to the bank, right?
No.
And I'm waiting in line. I wasn't waiting a long time, but a good 10 minutes, which is not that big a deal. But the lady that came up to this, she was very nice and very cordial and very like chatty. And the other lady was chatty. And I was like, okay, I have a little resurgence of humanity's nice. And then some bee goes, open that door. Basically, she was like, open this door for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to thank you for it. That's how that feels when
Yeah.
when that happens. So I was like, well, that sucked,
Yeah.
but that was
Yeah.
just my rant. I was
Yeah.
like, the other interactions with other people today were great,
Yeah.
but I was just like, why are we like that? But there's so many people and I say this so much, there's strange areas in California that are just so entitled. It's so weird.
Yeah.
And I just
Not
don't
enjoyable.
understand it.
Yeah.
I was like, like they can park in 3 parking spots.
Yes.
The car's not that nice.
Right.
They expect people to open up doors for you.
Yeah.
I was like, and then we spent like 3 or 4 days in the Northwest and people are like thanking you for stopping when they're crossing the road. When they want to move in, they got their blinker on and then they merge through. Yeah, it's like, that kind of like, whoa,
Yeah.
there's something here, you know, humanity exists. And then you come back to California. No, no.
Toast. Double park in front of Hondos because they can't park 5 feet
I
away to
hate
get ice
that.
cream.
And pulling into there, a really long Amazon truck parked right up front next to the little coffee shop.
Mhm.
You can't even get through that. You can't get in and out now
Yeah.
of that one way. So you have to go all the way around to go over here. I'm like, none of these cars, if they wanted to get out, they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's insane. When there's like a whole empty parking lot
Yes.
right
That
next
part
to
is
it.
confusing. I don't understand people
Like
do
right
that.
next to it.
Yeah.
Empty. Like you could take up 4 or 5 spots down there and not bother anybody because
Yeah.
I know he's there temporarily. So just park over there.
I know.
It's like 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just don't get it.
John said, I fully feel that, Scooter. I call them Costco white people. There's something so I'll go Costco people in general. Costco people are special. They're a special kind of entitled that I can't even.
Yes, true.
The ones who are just hanging out in the middle of the aisle like this. Do I
Or-
want this side or this side?
Like one I was walking and she was looking at something, so I was like going around her and she started backing up into me. I was like, what just you know me, I say it out loud. I go, what just happened? Like she needed a better view of the item, so she backed up. And I was like, I go, what is happening right now? She didn't even acknowledge that
Yeah.
she heard it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've said it, I do say it out loud. Like even they're blocking, one guy was blocking the whole freezer,
Yeah.
the whole freezer with a cart, and he was chatting with 2 of his buddies. and I said, I looked him right in the eye and I go, you know, you're blocking the whole entrance.
I remember that.
And he moved. But it's like you wiggled around him, tried to squeeze through it. I was like, you know, you're blocking the whole entrance.
Oh,
But then I look at my son and go, don't do what I just did.
yeah, seriously.
Please don't do what I just did.
Oh gosh, do what your mom did. Just go around them.
Yeah, I can't.
You
I-
need more rants?
No, that was my rant. Because I mean, over this last week, most things were really, really good.
Okay.
Besides being
Sick. still.
sick. I've been sick for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Feels like. But I think I'm getting better now. CJ's sick.
Yeah.
Our son's sick up in his room, hacking up and trying to play video games while he's hacking. You can hear it.
It's awful.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was really it.
I don't have a WhatsApp. I just have it. I have a. Is it just me?
Oh, well, what's up in your area is,
Okay.
especially here in Sacramento,
Mm.
we're going to do Log Off tomorrow is having their 5th anniversary.
Yes.
So they've been around for 5 years and they opened up in the pandemic. Do the
Did.
math.
Ooh, ooh.
So they opened up in the pandemic while everything was shelter in place, and they survived it and they're doing well. They're looking for an assistant brewer now. They're doing really, really well. And they're one of the longtime supporters of what we do. So we still have our gaming events out there every month. So I am going to take what's called Sacramento Beer Socials, which is kind of a small community that I organize. It's a very large community, but not many people show up. There's like almost 5,000 members,
Huh.
and only like 5 to 10 people show up. To
Yeah,
stuff. And
it
I'm
is
like,
weird.
so crazy.
Yeah.
So I organized that thing. So I'm trying to give that kind of a revival and go out there and celebrate that group, because that group that I'm organizing has actually been around for 19 years.
Dang.
So I'm trying to like give some of these, since it's been 5 years after the first shutdown,
Yeah.
right? Is like we need to get a revival in some of these communities, like the board game community, the D&D community,
Yeah.
the beer socials, those kind of things. We need to get a kind of revival. So I've been spending this last week socializing and doing all that stuff. So
Nice.
Sac Beer Socials is going to be at Log Off from 4 to 6 tomorrow. We'll probably be there a little bit longer because we want to celebrate them.
Oh, 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was 2 to 6.
No. 4 to 6. We'll probably go in
So
a
I
little
can
early.
Still get my nails done tomorrow.
Yeah. But I'd like to be there about 3:30.
Okay.
So that we can not set up, but I was like, the host is there.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
show
Okay.
face.
3:30. It's on the calendar.
No.
All right. Here's my. Is it just me?
Is it just you?
Does anybody else? You know when you're going through TSA and they say look into the camera, anybody else smile every time? Even when I'm grumpy or I'm exhausted, I'm always like like someone's telling me to say cheese. Even for clear, I do the same thing. They look at the camera, I'm like, okay.
You do that when it does the visual for your computer.
I do. I assume it wants me to smile.
No,
So
it does not
so
say
it is just
smile.
me. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if it's just you, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that do that.
It just feels like you're supposed to. Who doesn't smile for a picture?
I always just make sure my glasses are straight and look at it and open my eyes real wide. So I probably look crazy. Because I was like, I want them to see my eyes.
Yeah.
Because I think that's part of the scan. So I don't know.
John said, no, Sarah, full scowl. I couldn't if I tried. I'd end up laughing.
Yes. I would do. Yeah, do that.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'd feel so bad. I couldn't do it.
But I mean, if you've seen my driver's license picture, it's
rough.
like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm trying to match my driver's license to, like, I just got pulled over. I hate this.
Yeah. I noticed that the other day when I was checking to clear. And I look in the camera and I was like,
Stupid. I remember one, and I think I've told this before. No, I have a kind of a smile on my driver's license, but it still looks like I'm shocked. I actually got told to retake my picture once because I smiled too much in one of my driver's license pictures back in Washington.
that's weird.
I was like, what?
How do you smile too much?
I don't know. I smiled and they go, don't.
I don't have eyes in my picture.
I'm going to
'cause my
retake that
smile's
one.
there.
I'm going to retake that one. I was like, jeez.
That's weird.
Yeah. Like, I don't like you.
I know.
But then the next lady I did they're like, oh, that's a good one, and kept it. I was like, man. So it wasn't just a standard. That other lady was just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, you look too happy. That's enough.
Yeah.
Right, that was my only one.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Woo!
All right. My
All
shout out is I
right.
finally took my blood pressure.
Woo!
Shout out to me.
How was it?
Wasn't great. But it wasn't, I don't have to be rushed to the hospital. Let's just look at it that way.
That's fair.
So.
You wouldn't anyways. You wouldn't go even if it was
I'd be
high.
like, you know what? I should
It'll
probably
calm
take
down.
a nap then.
Yeah. I'll just take some magnesium and then lay down. and see how it
Yeah.
goes.
It's kind of one of those things. Yeah, my doctor's been bugging me about it.
Did you message your doctor?
You don't need to know.
I mean, he does. That was the whole point of that.
No,
Literally.
I will. I got the message.
Don't send him the average. Send him all of them.
All 6 of them?
Yeah.
No.
Or at least the last
Just
3.
gonna send them the top 3.
The best 3?
Yeah. Which were actually the last 3. I think it's like I didn't understand where to put my arm. I wrapped it too tight once, and I was like, "That's a really high number." So I moved it, and I was like, "Maybe I should go to the doctor, hospital, emergency room." And then I did it the right way, and I was like, "Oh, that's not as bad as I thought." So it's like hypertension.
Stage 2.
Not quite.
You sure? That's what the app
It's on
told
the
me.
cusp.
Okay. The app said it was.
It's on the cusp, but it's like the meter is like you're good. Like I use my Whoop band for on the left hand side. There's like 3 sections, so I'm like right almost dead center.
Okay.
Right, which means the middle section's bad.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're on the right side of the middle section, that means you need to really
Do something
change some
different.
things like within the next
I need some
week or 2.
medication. Yeah.
But I'm right in the middle of that, so I was like, okay. And I have been sick, so I was like, I'm gonna give that a little bit to it.
Okay.
You know.
But you go to the doctor next week anyways. They're going to take it
Well,
anyways.
If I get down low enough, I'm not going.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
That's ridiculous. You're still going.
I'm gonna hack the system, baby.
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
All right. My shout out. I don't know if it's a shout out. It's more of a story.
Okay.
So, it's shout out to the family that was at the airport. So I went to catch a flight home and I walk up to my gate and everyone's staring out of the window.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
Okay.
what's happening? So I'm watching and there's a military casket with the flag on it and everything coming out of the back of a Southwest plane. And so there's fire trucks out there. There's like military people saying at attention. There's like some people like with horns, like playing music. And then there's a family. And so as it's coming down, it makes its way. There's like a guy taking pictures, which I don't know what that was for. There's a guy taking pictures. And then the family comes up and they're all, I mean, you can physically see them crying. And I messaged Scooter and I was like, so I'm crying now at an airport because that was a lot to see. And it was I mean, it was so nice. They got so much time. Like they basically said, however long it's gonna take you guys to do is how long it's gonna take you guys to do it, which I think is the kindest thing the whole thing. Everyone it just felt so genuine and kind and like loving that I was like, this is one of the best experiences and the saddest experiences I think I've ever been a part of. So it was like, to me, it was a shout out to everybody that was there. No one at Southwest made it feel like it need to hurry up. Even the people at the gate, people are like, what's going on? They're like, you can physically see what's going on. We'll get on the plane when we get on the plane. I was like, good job, guys. This was a lot for me. I know it's not about you, but it was a lot for me.
But it was for you.
Yeah,
it was not about you.
Oh, it was rough. People, I mean, and it was probably a good like half hour, 45 minutes, and the amount of people that we just stood there and watched, and it was like, oh, it's heartbreaking, beautiful, it was everything. It was like, oh. Anyways,
so my first thought, my first reaction was, so U.S. government military, you couldn't afford anything but Southwest?
the same thing.
I was like,
I thought they had their own plane.
you know,
I
was like,
my thought.
I think you have planes in the armed forces.
I would think.
So I'm wondering why this was on Southwest.
I know.
I'm like, I feel like, wow.
That confused me. But then I'm thinking maybe that's just normal.
Doesn't feel normal.
I don't know.
It just doesn't feel normal.
You said good point. So I don't know.
Doesn't feel normal
I agree.
to have a fallen soldier his body being delivered on a Southwest flight.
None of the movies show that. They
Does
always
not
show a
feel
military
right.
plane. I agree.
So
I thought it was.
I will be
interesting.
asking some of my military buddies because this just happened just the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. John says economy death flight. Right. I was like, that's insane. Because I was like, I'm just saying it has to go with the luggage.
Right. It did.
Which
It
is
came out of
so
the back.
like, what? There's to me, there's no respect in that.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I see what you're
I
saying.
see where you're
Yeah.
coming from. It was like, it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
All this kind of, to see that and heart wrenching. But also I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I agree with that statement. I also thought it was odd, but I thought this is pretty. And then after you said it, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. Why are they on the back of a
Yeah.
Southwest flight? I don't know.
That seems a little,
Yeah.
a little icky.
Look into that for us.
Yeah.
Do some research.
A little icky for me.
It did bug me the amount of people, because again, no, it's not something you see often, right? But it did bug me the amount of people who were like standing there like filming it. So I'm like, you don't know these people. I couldn't imagine going through that and then having people like film me like I'm in a friggin' zoo. I just
Well,
think
there's
that's
kind of
odd.
that trend also is like taking a selfie with your dying grandpa or something.
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't
hospital. I was like,
understand that.
what are we doing?
Yeah, I don't.
I was like, how gross can you be?
Yeah.
Like you and I, we like to take pictures of ourselves doing stuff, and the funny thing is we do so much more stuff than we take pictures of.
Yeah.
Because we just forget.
Yeah.
Because we're like, I'm
Just in it.
enjoying this
Yeah.
moment. So yeah, it's like if we filmed everything that we did, I was like, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
But I think that's a lifestyle of a lot
It
of
is.
people.
The first thing you do is pull out a video and you start, or your camera start
I mean,
recording.
I think
I
you
don't understand that.
That's you start the video before anything happens. You're
Yeah.
just always recording.
It's odd.
You know,
Yeah, I always forget.
it's strange.
Yeah.
But
Digress.
that's where we're at.
Yeah.
All right. What are we doing now?
Entertainment of the week.
Oh yeah, entertainment of the week.
We wrote on the same thing. How funny.
We had a very, really, very, really, really, very, very, very,
Mhm.
we had a great experience watching The Accountant 2.
It was so much better than I thought it would be.
It was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, like I am a Ben Affleck fan. I'm a Barenthal fan. John Barenthal. Like definitely. I mean, they both have their strong points, and both of their strong points were in this movie. They played characters that played into their strengths.
Yeah.
Big time. So it was just so good. The first movie was great.
Yeah.
The Accountant, I was like, wow, that's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
Right. But this one was just such a brother,
Yeah.
like two brothers just do it. I mean, they could have been doing anything, but they happen to be assassins. But it was more about their relationship than anything else.
Yes.
Because there was a little flirty love interest for like one
Half a
scene.
second.
Yeah, one scene.
Yeah.
And it never went anywhere.
Yeah.
It was just like he got her number.
Yeah.
That's the end of this. That's the end of that
Yeah.
love interest, right? He got her number. Losing a common person.
Yeah.
It was like, boom. Oh, that was really trying to help a mother find their kid. It was kind of a driving force of the whole movie, but that didn't even get resolved.
Right.
Right? It was more of a two brothers
Yeah.
getting to know each other again
because
they don't see each other very often, because one is a very highly social extrovert and the other one is autistic. But the way that they perform together
so good
is just beautiful.
We laughed, we cried.
Yeah, because one doesn't understand why the other one talks like that.
Right.
And the other one doesn't understand why the other one talks like that.
Right.
So they're so confused. And I feel like it really, to me, it depicted a very, really good depiction of somebody that's in a high functioning adult with autism.
Yeah.
How in society they're talking different. But then the other guy, he's so extrovert and always talking and all this stuff. That's not normal either, right? So you're sitting there like these two ends of the spectrum of like social dichotomy of how we have to live.
Yeah.
Where a lot of us live in the middle of this, but they're on super ends of the spectrum of communication and how they frustrated with each other.
Yep.
And one would just get all pissed off and start yelling. And the other one is saying, I don't like that. That's how he gets pissed off. So it was just like, it was so good.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was.
And it's free on Prime.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things that we've seen in quite a while when it comes to a movie.
Yeah. John said he'll watch it. He was on the fence. You should watch it.
Now, if you enjoyed the first one, you will really, I feel like if you enjoyed the first one, you will really enjoy the second one even more, especially if you're a fan of Ben Affleck's, some of his acting stuff. And if you're a fan of John Barenthal, if you're a fan of him at all, it really leans into his charismatic, aggressive, hyper alpha male.
Yeah.
It
fight
really
scenes.
does.
Good
Yeah,
fight
the
scenes.
fighting is good. The gun scenes are brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, all the action scenes are phenomenal too.
Yeah,
And
that's
all the
good.
acting is really good.
I agree.
Yeah, there was not like one actor in the whole thing that you went like, ugh.
Yeah.
That was a little off.
Yeah.
No, they were all stellar.
It's good. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, don't tell us. I'm just kidding.
Tell us why. I mean, realistic, guys, I would love to know why people don't like stuff that I like.
Oh.
I'm just curious. It's not like it's going to change my opinion,
Yeah.
but it was like, it's nice to see other people's perspective, because I'm into like, I love when somebody doesn't have the same opinion as me. Favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I have any friends that think just like I do. Not even close. They all have maybe one similarity, and then we discuss everything else.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
You know what else I watched this week is How to Train Your Dragon, the first one.
Well, you're getting ready for the live action one?
Yeah. I watched it in the hotel this week and I was like, this movie's so good. I forgot how good it was.
It is a great movie.
Oh, so many funny parts.
Didn't we watch the Disney one, the On Ice? I thought
I didn't.
I did.
Have I? I don't think I've ever been to a Disney on Ice.
Did I go to that one? No, I went. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't it.
Mm.
There was a time in that my ex-wife's cousin did lighting for Disney,
Oh yeah, that's what Megan does.
and
And Matthew.
Matthew does too.
It's his side gig.
Side gig is lighting for Disney.
Well, lighting for like the Save Mart Center.
Oh, I was like,
no, what's the other place? The other one in Fresno.
oh, because I was like, he did it for Disney,
Mm.
so like he would go
Travel with them.
the whole world.
Oh.
Would travel the world.
That'd be cool.
In his like early 20s.
That's a gig.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So
All right, that's all I got. So my entertainments.
that's your entertainments.
Yeah.
All right, okay, let's move on then.
Advise me not.
We're just pumping through our segments, babe.
I know.
Broke a sweat
Why?
because I put on a thick
'Cause
shirt.
You're sick.
No, I put on a thicker shirt
Mm.
because I wanted to represent our topic.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I went and changed my shirt so we can represent our topic.
All right, let's talk about this issue we have coming up here. I don't know how many people here go to things where you have to stand up all day.
And
Or if
yeah,
that's
we're
your
gonna
job.
and I think maybe that's the default. We like to go to festivals and music and live shows, all those types of things. So we're calling it Festival Fit,
Yes.
and that however that fits into your life, whatever you guys do for fun, or if it's you have to stand around a lot, you have to go do stuff, you gotta whatever it is. If it's Disneyland, if it's
Oh, Disney.
going to an outside, performance or a car show
Yeah.
or there's a certain type of physicality that you need and endurance
Yes.
to last the whole time.
We're getting old is what we're saying, and standing up for long periods of time and jumping around, it hurts your back when
There it
you're
is.
not in very good shape.
Keith is Comic Cons. Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to comic festivals, if you're
Yeah.
going to animes, if you're going, because we go to multiple.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to two we're going to two PAXs this year.
Yeah.
PAX West is 4 days. PAX Unplugged is 3 days.
Yeah.
Aftershock is 4 days. That's more than just walking around
It's
and doing stuff.
psychotic.
We're
Yeah.
jumping up and down and doing stuff. We're
Yeah.
going to Warp Tour, which is 2 days.
Yeah.
We're going to Summer of Loud, which is only 1 day.
Yeah.
And that's what,
That's our prep.
in like a week or two.
Yeah.
That's our it's kind of like I looked at this was like our marathons are coming. And
Yeah.
our marathon is going to be Aftershock. I
Yes.
feel like Aftershock is like our marathon. It's a 4-day. So we're doing like a 5K
Yeah.
because we're going to one, and then there's a 2-day one. So we're like doing a half marathon, and that's how I kind of am looking at it. But it's a different set of whatever you do on a normal basis. Whatever, if you work out, do all those kind of things, it's just different.
Yeah.
It's a
If you've never
different
been to
set
one,
of
it's
the different set of muscles and
Yeah.
things that you're using. So we
Disney's
wanted
a
to.
good example. Because I feel like more people have done like either amusement park or Disney. It feels like that, but for 4 days.
Yeah,
and
it's
then jump around.
yeah, but it's in the middle. Once you go, you're not getting on a ride and sitting
No.
and riding it. You're going to the ride
Yeah.
and then jumping up and down and screaming
Yeah, and
for
then
like 30, 40 minutes.
walking some
And
more.
then you go walk again.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's
rough,
just
man.
different. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot. So we were thinking about that and putting it out there because we are doing a festival, the Warp Tour. We are doing it with Ariel, Bailey, and Ryan.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I mean, Ariel's been doing these kind of marathon training types of things and running and stuff. So she might be okay.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things, if you don't use the muscle, you lose the muscle.
Yeah.
So we wanted to kind of pool the people, and what would it take to be festival fit.
Yeah.
And we're talking about, this is fitness. So we're talking about getting your blood pressure down, getting your cardio up,
Yeah.
getting your strength up, getting your endurance up.
Yeah.
Um,
Keith already has the right answer. Lots of water.
that's
As always,
step number 1.
water and electrolytes is always going to be
Yeah.
the best answer. Water and electrolytes. We tend to forget that. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's shot, water. Beer, water.
beer.
Scooter's like, shot and a beer? I'm like, water's got to go somewhere in that mix.
Well, go get some because I'm headed over to see Bad Omens, or I'm headed over to, I'll be up front. Yeah, for sure. But we're talking the festival fit.
Yeah.
We wanted to kind of pool the people too and talk about, we want to, even though we're a small community of people that watch the show and our friends and family, is get something together to where we kind of hold each other accountable. You did that years ago.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that again, but I'd like to come up with something to where we're doing something that everybody can do on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Right. And if you wanted to be part of that, let us know, because we will be reaching out to you, and we're probably going to get some t-shirts that say Festival Fit with the Sarah and Scooter logo on it. I made that decision today. I did, but I just think it'd be kind of cool to kind of do a little challenge to where we challenge each other.
Yeah.
Right. And I think like maybe whoever consistently goes through it, and nope, don't lie about it, because we'll know. We'll just look at it and you go, you're just as around as you were day one. It'll probably be me too. Like, no, I totally did. But those kind of things, and maybe at the end we'll give them something a little bit, something else. You
Game
know,
back.
what's
We
that?
love giving people games.
We can give you a slew of games, and we can and maybe a festival fit winner hat or something.
Oh yeah,
You know, so that kind of thing.
I agree. Okay.
So,
I always feel like everyone says 10,000 steps, and I don't understand that number. And have you ever done 10,000 steps if you don't have like a non-sedentary job? Like friggin' forever.
no,
But
that's
I
a lot.
do. So I teeter on this. If I am sitting at my desk all day, sometimes the most amount of steps I'll have is like 700 in a day, and that sounds crazy. That means I haven't literally left this house. I went upstairs, I went downstairs, I went to the bathroom. That's the extent of the walking I've done in a day. That's a crazy number. But I do think like it should be like 5,000 should be like a minimum amount of steps you get in a day. I think that's
That can be hard to
number.
do for certain people. So
You know what's funny is I don't know that it is.
okay, but hold on.
I don't mean go walk for 5,000 steps continuously. I mean like at the end of your day. Continue.
Yeah, I'll try. What I was thinking was doing a baseline.
Okay.
Like finding like everybody has a device. We all, I mean, our
Yeah.
phone, if you just turn on steps on your phone, it'll count them for you.
Yeah.
Everybody has something that they can count their steps. So look at your last week's steps. What number is that?
What's your average?
Yeah. What's your number for last week?
Oh, you want me to look?
No, I was like, yeah, but
Oh.
you don't have to look at it. But I was like, I'm talking about the people out there. You're just like, and everybody to submit their number,
Ooh, that's good.
right? Submit your number of what you did this week.
Yeah.
Or your current, like what you're currently doing,
Yeah.
right? And I'd say ramp that up 25%.
That's fair.
So what I'm asking people to do is, so this can be on a private thing. So you don't have to be like, well, I didn't do 10,000 steps, because not everybody's the same. Okay.
Agreed.
But I think the whole idea is to improve.
Yeah.
So I'd like to reach out to our community. I will put it out there, and all of our normal listeners, I will send you a message reminding you, give me your steps.
Average.
Of what your average you're doing daily.
I just doing for like what's your average for the week, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that number
Yeah.
is. And then every week, I'd say improve it by 25%.
oh, that's good.
So that, and I think this could be something we do for
5% too much.
not for the first week.
Okay.
Right? I'm saying 25% the first week.
Okay.
30% the next week.
30 from base.
30. Right.
Okay.
5. Okay.
I got it. I thought you were saying like crank it up 30% from like the week prior, and then every week. I'm like, that's a lot of steps.
Okay. So the whole
Got it.
idea is the first week should be your big one.
Okay.
Then
big
the
week.
second week would be like in small incremental, because we're going from like 0 to whatever.
Right.
Right. Or wherever you're at right now. So if you're already doing 10,000 steps, 25% of that, you need to do what? 12,500.
Yeah.
Would be your goal. Like if you're already
Yeah.
doing 10,000, this, and then the next one. Yeah. So you don't have to do all the math.
Yeah.
Okay. The whole idea is if you give those to us, and it's a secret thing,
It's good to do it for you.
no judgment, we'll just give you the number that your goal is for the next week.
Yeah.
And then submit it every week just to us.
Yeah.
Right. So we're not going to go out there and go, and so had 15,000 steps this weekend, but so had 750. It's going to be a percent thing. So it's like, we're not going to be calling out people for not having a good week,
Right.
or they go from 0 to 100 steps. You're blowing people out of the
Fantastic.
water
Yeah.
when it comes to the percentage.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to look at it that way. So
Okay.
I think that's a good thing for
Okay.
steps.
Okay. Keith says, fun fact, 10,000 steps was an arbitrary number made up by the fitness device manufacturers. It felt very arbitrary. I feel like, shouldn't it be like a miles or like a distance that would make more sense for just
Well, I
the
think
number of
everything's,
steps?
everything's
That's like do more than you did before.
is not a health. Yeah. It's
And
just a
then
thing.
Becca said, I'm at 5,140 steps per week. Oh, is that your average per day? Because mine's not very high. My average steps per day last week was 3,391 steps a day.
What you're talking about for how, okay.
7 days.
Times 7 is
Yeah, 21,000
21,000
steps in a week.
No,
Yeah.
she's doing. I mean, you don't have to tell us if that's all you're doing in a week,
But-
but
I think she's reading hers wrong. I bet you it says that's what her average. You're
There
doing
you
more
go.
than 5,000 steps a week.
she just wants to win the competition. She's like, all of a sudden now I have
I
30,000.
guarantee you. She's walking on her treadmill. She's got her kid. I know she's doing more than 5,000 steps a week.
But yeah, we're gonna.
She says, "Ma'am, I don't leave the house."
Yes, you do. So I was just thinking
25% first
yeah,
week.
So yeah, steps, plus 25%.
Okay.
First week, right?
Yeah.
Second week, plus 30%. This is all from base.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Third week
Appreciate that.
is 35%.
How many weeks is this?
4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Fourth week,
We can do 4 weeks.
yeah, is 40%.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do a cutoff date of when you submit it. So it'll probably be by next Friday.
That's fair. So we're saying
By
Okay.
next Friday, we're gonna get everybody's numbers.
'Kay.
Okay. I'm gonna push it and I'm gonna be blasting it out to you guys. So I'll be getting a hold of all of you. If you don't want to submit your numbers, you don't want to do this, totally awesome. But if you want to do this, please submit. This is the first thing you got to do is submit your step count for your previous week, just a week that you're just a base week, and your t-shirt size.
yes.
Okay.
Becca
And-
just sent me her steps. She said, "Here's my proof."
So I was like, please write all this stuff down because then I'm gonna have to go back to you.
Well,
and-
she sent me in a picture, so it's fine.
okay. But you say that, and then I asked later, I was like, I don't know where that's at. Okay.
All right, what's next? We got steps.
I don't know. We got steps.
Do we want to do a water thing? Because water's very good.
Yes.
How much water? More than you drink.
It's supposed to be.
So you're taking your average again? Or you're just going to do.
No. Because we don't know. How do you know your average water intake? So I think it's just, well, you start tracking it now.
Yeah.
But if you start tracking it now, it's supposed to be what? Half the ounces. It's supposed to be
Half your body weight in ounces.
in ounces.
Yeah.
So per day.
Yes.
So if you reach that goal.
Yeah.
Just count how many days at the end of the day, did you meet your goal?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's just a
Everyone's
ticker.
ounce is going to be different.
So over 4 weeks, so you have 28 chances to
Yeah.
get 28 yeses,
28 water yeses.
Yes.
Okay. That's fair.
right?
Yep.
So water, yes
Water.
or no?
Yes. Or no.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right. So we got some movement. We have some water. What else do we need to be festival fit? Stretching. I feel like again, everyone who's listening to this, we all should be doing some stretching in our lives.
Yeah, that's for
Lots
sure.
of it.
That's for sure. 'Cause I was thinking about a cardio and some stretching,
Yeah. What would you like to do?
and I think that would be our last two.
Yeah.
But the cardio is gonna be hard.
What do you mean?
Cardio is gonna be hard to
Monitor.
set up a challenge for it.
Yeah. Because we're not trying to do like a daily challenge, are we? Or it's like, here's, I guess you are.
We can do whatever we want. This is our challenge.
That's hard.
Okay, let's go to the other one then. The stretching
Okay. I think you should have to do 10 minutes of stretching every single day.
every day.
Every day.
10 minutes.
Like at a minimum.
Okay, aggressive. We're trying to make this a challenge, not a dictatorship. Okay. Jeez. So you're saying 10 minutes of stretching.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that'd be nice. Mainly for Scooter. Doesn't stretch ever.
And what I'm looking at is every time you do this, you get like 1 point.
Yeah.
Right? Like the water's gonna be every day,
Yes.
right?
Hopefully.
The steps is gonna be every week. And I think every week you probably get 5 points.
Right.
Or something like that. We'll come up with the point structure by next Friday.
Okay.
Because I'll figure out to where it makes it fair.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I know. That's what I'm saying. 10 minutes is like nothing. Valerie says 10 minutes. That's not even that many stretches for 10 minutes. I agree.
so okay, judging hard there, Val. Because I mean,
Sometimes Scooter's like, and we're good.
you gotta understand, like some people don't stretch at all, and I'm one of them. So 10 minutes Going from 0 minutes to 10 minutes is an accomplishment. So I'd be like, yay. So let's look at it that way. I was like, we'll come up with something. 10 minutes is your minimum to get whatever.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll add to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, this is us discussing it. And then by next Friday is when we're gonna like pull the trigger.
Yeah. And
go, this is the challenge. These are the dates. Here's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go 4 weeks straight, and see what happens. And I would really, once we get to that point, I'd really encourage people to not, I would say, weigh yourself at the beginning.
Yeah.
But don't weigh yourself until the very end of the 4
Yeah.
weeks. Just don't.
Weight isn't
No
weight.
reason.
Or
Just,
don't weigh yourself at all if you don't
yeah,
want to.
you don't want, but I was saying if you're going to weigh yourself, if that's what you're trying to do, is like, don't even.
Yeah.
Okay. Just see how this changes.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes of stretching minimum.
Yeah.
And then we might have like, you do more, you get a couple bonus points.
Yeah.
Okay. So look at it that way. But the 10 minutes is your base of good points. Now, cardio is going to be hard.
Yeah.
How do we do a cardio challenge for everyone? Because I feel like not everyone has really a heart rate monitor.
Right.
I mean,
but when you're winded.
yes, but
Get winded.
that's insane. Okay. Well, you come up with something because I figured out the other three. All right,
What? That's not true.
getting a
Doing
beer.
these.
I'm getting a beer.
Okay, what does everybody want to do for cardio consistently as a team? That one is hard because I feel like everyone has different things. Like some people have treadmills, and some people have jump ropes, and some people have bikes that they're gonna go ride. So maybe just give it like, bye. Valerie's leaving. Becca's got kettlebell swings. I feel like it's just gotta be something. I think it should just be a time limit, like or like a rep count. Because sometimes I've learned that like no one's got time to sit around for 45 minutes and exercise consistently. But if in between working, I can do like 10 squats and 4 push-ups and then do that every time I take a break, then by the end of the day, I've done so many minutes of working out, But I don't know how to do the cardio. Kettlebell swings are really good, Rebecca. So I don't know now. And Scooter left and he's talking to CJ. So any other ideas? How can we pick an item that most people can do that will help increase our cardio? Ooh, swimming. We don't have a swimming pool. I like jump rope. I hate jump roping, but I feel like it's such a really good exercise to get your heart rate up. So maybe jump roping could be good for everybody. Or maybe we just do a time limit and say you have to spend the first week, you have to spend 20 minutes doing something. That seems high. Maybe the first week you have to do 15 minutes doing something, and then it has to increase every week. Donnie John said they had to go. But what if it's more of a time than an exercise?
Time.
Like instead, or like a rep count. So I'm not saying that because we're not all going to be able to do jump roping or like walking on a treadmill. But what if everyone had like a minimum of 10 minutes, not consistent, but like throughout your day, you spend so much time doing an exercise.
Well, I feel like you could give people bonus points, like cardio points, for going over their 25% their first week, going over their 30% the first week in steps.
Okay.
Because if you're going over that, your heart rate's going up.
Okay.
Right. So I'd say, well, we could come up with something like that. When it comes, like if you're a walker.
Yeah.
Like I beat my last week's steps by 75%, but I only get 5 points.
Right.
That's kind of was like, you can level up and take one.
Okay.
And supersede the other one. Yeah. So I feel like the water intake, I think is going to be worth the most points in my brain.
Okay.
That way you're not going to get bonus points for drinking your full body weight in ounces.
Right.
Sorry.
No.
That's called drowning.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, it's actually bad for you. But like cardio, you're saying like, I don't know what that means.
Just saying you just have to do something. But I think it needs to be, you just have to do something.
What's something?
Anything more than what you're doing. So it could be an exercise video. Like Becca's been doing kettlebell swings. It could be jump rope. It could be a rowing machine. It could
And
be
you're saying a time.
yeah,
They have to do it for a certain amount of time.
right. Or reps, because sometimes time could be hard. You know,
Okay.
you could be like
But
today.
that's now you're just opening it up for
Yeah, so you have to do something.
and get some points. Do something and get some points. That's a California rule right there.
How about if you put?
That's a
if you-
California gym class right there. Do something and get some points. We don't know what they are.
What if it's like 15-minute minimum, and then you get 1 point, but if you do 30 minutes, then you get 2 points, and if you do, so the
No, I
more
agree with that. I was like, but is that per day? Or I'd say let's do it per week.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
if you're doing it per day, it resets every day, and that's kind of crap.
Yeah.
But if you do it per week, it doesn't reset. It just
Then it's got to be more than
caps.
10 minutes. We're doing it in a week.
Well, it depends on. You get a certain amount of points for every 10 minutes. You do.
God, for every 10 minutes. I
Yeah.
understand
So
what
if
you're
you
saying
did
now.
30 minutes in one
Got
day,
it.
but the next day you did 0, you
Yeah.
still get the 30.
Got it. Okay. Yeah,
You know,
I
you
like
don't
this.
get 0.
So
the
for every
next day.
10 minutes, you get
something.
something.
And we'll come up with ideas.
Yeah.
We'll like
Here's some items you can do.
kettlebell swings is a great one.
Yeah.
I'm just doing, the stuff that I do over here, like
Body weight.
the body weight stuff.
Calisthenics.
Yeah, do pull-ups, push-ups,
Yeah.
those kind of things. It was like,
Punching bags.
okay. So
Okay,
we'll
so
come
that's
up
good.
with something like that.
So every 10 minutes
Yes.
is something. Cardio.
All right. So those are our 4 challenges.
Okay.
Some sort of cardio.
Yeah.
10-minute increments, right?
Yep.
Right?
Like it.
Steps. Where I'm gonna get everybody's last week's
Base.
steps by Friday. So it's like if you start counting your steps right now, and what do they call it? Don't pad it.
Yeah.
Don't sit on your ass for the next 7 days and go, I had 0 steps. So of course I got increased 25%. I'll be asking it throughout the week. So even if you gave me like Wednesday to Wednesday, whatever, I'll
Yeah.
just use those numbers for Friday.
Yeah.
Because I want to get these numbers now so that we can calculate something for everybody individually.
Yeah.
And then 10 minutes of stretching minimum.
Minimum.
But you can't do that's 10 minutes per day,
Yes.
right? And it's that doesn't mean you can stretch for 2 hours and get,
Yeah.
there's got to be a maximum too.
That's fair.
And I think the maximum's got to be like 40 minutes.
That's fair.
Because 40 minutes, that's a lot of stretching.
There's a lot of stretching. Or you're just
Right.
doing yoga.
Right. You just did a yoga session,
Yeah.
which honestly could probably count for stretching and cardio.
Yeah.
So you got to look, there's some duplicates in there.
Yeah.
So if you submit it to us, and tell us what you think it fits under, and we'll go there. But I'll get a point system by next Friday. We'll pull the trigger on this thing. We're gonna do 4 weeks. Next Friday is what?
The 27th.
27th. So
Mhm.
by the end, this is gonna be perfect. Because it's gonna be perfect for the situation we're in.
Oh, because they'll be warped.
Yeah,
then.
it was because we'll go to warped. Because
Yeah.
here's why it's gonna be perfect for us, because we're gonna kick your guys' butt if we're at a 2-day festival.
Yeah.
Right? I was just like, our
Going to
cardio is gonna be there. We stretch.
dehydrated
If we
AF.
don't stretch, we don't move. Yeah, our water intake's gonna suck. That's the one thing we'll fail at. But the other 3, we're gonna destroy. Right? The steps, the cardio,
Stretch.
and the stretching. Because if you don't stretch, you're not gonna make it past three sets.
Yeah.
Right? 3 concerts. So that's why I look at it. So I think it's perfect for everybody else to see what it is. So I'm excited about this because
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call it Festival Fit. So I'm going to be reaching out to every single one of you. It might be a DM, it might be Instagram, it might be anybody that's really part of this community. And if you don't get a message from me and you watch this between now and next Friday, send me your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you start late.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Let's join. Let's do this.
But I'm gonna ask for your. I'm not gonna ask for your body weight. That's weird. Do your own
He
math.
doesn't even know mine.
No.
None of his business.
Whatever. But when it comes to your step count, I'll be asking for your step count and your t-shirt size.
Yeah.
That I will be doing. So, Urel, when you watch this, Yaya's embroidery, when you watch this, just know that we're going to be ordering some shirts pretty soon. and I'm gonna be asking you how many steps because you're part of this. All right. So we'll order one, and you just don't have to pay for the shipping. You just keep
Keep
it.
it yourself.
So yeah, that's where we're at. I think that we came up with something. We did not plan what this was going to come into. We really had no idea. We just said festival fit. What do we do?
Yeah.
So I'll come up with the point systems on those 4 topics. 4. It'll be a 4x4.
Oh, that's good. Quad.
No.
Isn't that 4?
Yeah.
Quad by quad. Quad.
Okay.
Lateral roll. It's spiked. I'm just
I
kidding.
was like, seriously.
Just kidding. It's not.
So yeah, we'll come up with that. So 4 festival fit.
Let's do it.
Festival 4x4 fit.
Okay.
I'm trying to brand it.
I know.
At least I don't think anybody says festival fit.
No.
I think I already got that
It
one.
is a hashtag.
It is?
I mean, it popped up when I used it the other day.
Oh.
I didn't see what else was associated with it. I didn't care.
Oh.
All
That'd be funny.
right. What else you got?
Why am I driving this train? I don't understand. I did everything
Because
else.
I'm tired. Should we talk about nutrition? What are you cutting out to get festival fit?
Nothing?
I'm cutting out chocolate.
I mean, I
I'm
don't
just kidding.
what else can the last thing I could cut out is beer.
Yeah,
Because I've cut out everything else.
it's true.
I barely eat cheese. I barely eat salted meats.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
I know. It
Like
just
I
sounds
don't
funny.
eat baked goods. I don't eat a lot of sugar
Yeah.
at all. My only 2 real vices is coffee and beer.
Yeah.
And that's it. I was like, if I give out those 2 things, why am I alive? No, I'm serious. If I have like nothing, I'd have nothing
Yeah.
at that point.
I heard
Nothing.
someone. I should probably give up sugar one day. I just don't know why. I know it's not
No,
good for you, and it's very like an addictive
no,
thing.
no. I don't think sugar is good for you on a small dose basis. That's
Yeah.
it. But like everything else, everything has its dose.
I do
right?
better when I'm home.
You need a lot more protein than you need sugar.
I feel like I do that.
But I'm just saying that's just in
Some
general,
days.
right?
Yeah.
You need a lot more vegetables than you need sodium.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You need you need a certain amount of carbs to process the proteins and the aminos and
Yeah.
I mean, it's a balance. I was like, if you just went out there and consumed nothing but protein,
People do that.
I know, and it's not good for you.
Yeah.
It's good for you. It's good for weight loss, and it's kind of like when you reset your body,
Right.
like when you do like the what do they call it, shred, whatever,
Mhm.
where you cut out everything,
Yeah.
except for your basic proteins and
Veggie.
vegetables,
Yeah.
and then you build upon that. It's the same thing. I mean, that's the same thing. Like a keto thing is supposed to be. It was meant for a reset, but people just keep going on keto.
Yeah.
And you don't know what the long-term effects of not having the other stuff is.
Yeah, I don't think I want that.
No, you just don't know.
Yeah.
So
All right, I think we're ready. Let's do it. Let's get fit.
let's get festival fit, baby.
Like the 80s. Needs like a theme music.
All right. What else we got? You want to play a game or anything?
Sure. What do you want to play?
I don't know. Pick one out. Just do some quizzical ones.
Quiz. What does that mean?
You know?
Something that sounds quizzy like?
Yeah.
Well, I'm putting you, so.
Okay. We're gonna play a little game just for a little bit.
Bonus round.
All right.
We're gonna sink.
We're gonna try to do a sync again.
Oh, we did play this not that long ago, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
I did a whole thing on it.
Sorry. You
No,
want
it's
to try a
fine.
different
Okay. You already showed me the toast. So I
one?
don't know what
All right, never mind.
what do you want to do, sweetheart?
I don't
Please
care.
make a decision and move forward.
No, I don't care. This is fine. Do this. Because I only kind of remember. Okay. How many tokens do we get? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We get some 1s. And some 2s. 3, 4. And infinities. I think that's too many for 2 people, though. Split the players in 2 teams. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds good.
All right.
Rules. Blah, blah.
I think everybody moved on. So,
Okay.
yeah, they've lost interest in you, babe.
Well, you told me to pick a game. I don't remember how to play it.
Okay.
2 4s. Okay, that's fine. We'll do like this. All right. Which number would you like?
Give me the lid.
Yes.
You can see the card.
All right. Number 1 through 5, please.
The number is. Oh,
I want to keep reaching.
2.
2. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go with a 1. That means I'll give you 1 clue.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to show people?
Oh.
What was the number again that I chose?
You close your eyes.
I will, but
Number 2.
can they see it?
Maybe. No, it's not really focused.
No, put it on the box, please.
I feel like it's really hard to see if it's on the box. No, because I can't even see it on my screen. That's fine.
Okay.
You gonna
I
zoom?
should've-
Why? Oh, that's better. Did you read it?
No, but I did now.
Okay, let me switch.
All right, but hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses.
Take my 1 back in case I can't do it in 1. And this has 4, 2 tokens, and 6. Okay. Are we good?
I think so.
Okay. We're gonna go with this one instead. Ooh, harder. All right, number 2. Don't look.
Okay.
All right, number 2. I think I can get you to guess this.
Can't look at anything right at this moment. Can I look at you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to look at you. All the screens have the answer,
Okay.
and I can't see them.
I think I can do.
Oh, it's hard not to look.
Crap. I think I can do. 1. Maybe I'll go for 1 again.
Okay, let's go.
Playground. I'm gonna flip it over. You can look now. Playground.
No, I was looking.
Okay.
I put the microphone to where I can't see it.
Okay.
Playground. Playground is. I'm going to say. No, I'm gonna say. Merry-go-round.
No. I don't want to use any more points.
Okay.
Okay.
What was it?
Slide.
Because I was thinking teeter-totter, slide, merry-go-round. Those are 3 that I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like number 3, please.
Okay. Number 3.
Yeah.
You can see it on the screen. The number 3. Okay.
It flipped.
It's not.
Okay.
It is now.
Okay.
Okay.
How many you need?
1.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Haiku.
Poem.
Yep.
Ooga. You won.
I'm good at this game.
All right. Why do I have so many things?
So good at this game.
Okay, what number you want?
So good.
So good.
4.
4. Okay. Don't look.
Not looking.
4. How many things do I need? This is I'm very bad at giving clues. Okay, I'm gonna flip it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I can do this in 2.
Okay.
Okay.
2
Ooh.
words. Okay. What's happening?
Still 2. I don't like my clue now.
Okay.
Okay.
Get
Okay.
through.
Ready?
All right. Let's go.
10 bill.
Dollar.
Yeah.
I don't know why he said 10.
I don't know.
20 makes more sense. 5.
I said 10.
It worked.
Okay. 1.
Oh, you're picking 1?
Yes. Oh no. We murdered him. He's not gonna make it.
You said 1?
Yes.
You guys see what 1 is, right?
Is that bad?
No, it's just the first thing that came to my mind.
Okay.
It was okay. I'm flipping it over so you can see.
Okay.
Here, let's go to small cam now. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it that way. That way, hold on.
Why is 1 so bad?
Huh?
Why is 1 so bad?
No, it's just what I thought
Oh, okay.
when I saw it.
What do we need?
So hopefully you guys can see that.
I gave you your own super sinks too.
Actually, I could do this.
Oh, he's moving again. Oh, very close. Okay. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. How many need? 1, 2, super sink.
Depends. Can I use slang?
No. I have no idea actually. Probably. I mean, we're playing for whatever, so yeah, go ahead.
Then I'm gonna do 1.
Okay. Super sinkers 1.
Just 1.
Okay.
Inda.
There's 2 words I'm thinking of. I have to pick one of them.
Inda.
Let helping me. I'm gonna say club.
Yep.
Okay.
My best 50 cent you're
Something.
ever gonna get.
All right, whenever you want.
I want 2.
Okay.
I can't see it.
'Kay.
So, because I changed the screen and I put my mic right in front of where that is.
Oh, I guess I can do that too, but then I can't see it.
You do it when it's... Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Insane.
2. Okay. Let's use all the 2s. Oh, gosh, this is so hard. I don't know. Okay, we'll just do 1.
Okay. Oh, you already flipped it.
Yeah. Doctor.
Yeah, you changed your inflection, so now I don't know anything.
I'll give it doctor.
Lawyer.
Nurse.
Oh.
I didn't know what else to say.
Don't know either.
Who is the great nurse?
You could say, what's her name? Nurse.
Ratchet.
Is that who it
Hatchet?
was? Hatchet? Ratchet?
Ratchet?
If you'd have said that, I wouldn't have gotten nurse.
No.
I'd be like, Ratchet? I was like, we were already talking about the club.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Number 4.
Okay. Okay. If anybody can see that, hopefully you can see it. I'm going to put on large cam. There it is, number 4. Ooh. You could do that too. You could zoom in for a second so people can see it. All right.
Flip it.
I did not. I guess I can. Number 4.
How many need? That's fun.
I don't know what to do.
Just use 2.
That doesn't
My
help.
favorite.
Let's see.
It's hard.
I can do it too,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Berry shortcake.
It's straw?
Yeah.
Not strawberry, just straw.
Yeah, just straw. Because I said berry
Yeah.
shortcake.
Stupid.
It was good.
It was good.
We got
right.
we got one.
Whenever you want.
I would like number 4, please.
Okay. Don't look.
I'm put my mic right there.
Okay. Number 4. Okay. I'm gonna try to do it in one.
Okay.
Dough.
I don't. I'm gonna just say Ray. Because I was gonna say deer.
It is deer.
I didn't know if you're going with the song or do re mi fa sol la ti do.
Oh, see,
I didn't know if you're going do, a deer,
deer.
a female. You know, it's like I didn't know.
Yeah, I should have used 2.
No, that's perfect.
I think it would have been dough.
Could have been rain. No, I would have said weather or something
Yeah.
stupid. No, wouldn't have worked.
Okay.
Don't know, actually.
I don't know. Hey, I thought I was on the right
That's a
track.
rough one.
I don't know. All right.
Bambi.
Why did I say Bambi?
I don't know.
That makes me way
No,
more
it's
sense.
like I just came up with like Bambi. Okay, my turn.
3.
Oh. Number 3. I don't go. You're not doing the large cam for people, are you?
I don't know how.
Yeah, you push large cam.
The button.
Yes, you do. It's on the right.
I'm just a small cam.
There's not one left to it. It says large cam.
Oh, that is the big one. It's large.
Yeah. Okay. Woo! Good thing. Then I go to small cam. So you're done? I'll flip it? You want me to flip it?
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
Oh, yeah. Like, we can bet 3.
Running out of points.
Let's
Coins.
do.
You got this. I mean,
Let's do 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, hoist the
flag.
Yes. How else would you do flag?
I was thinking anchor, but that sounded wrong. Oh, we got that one. My bad.
Hoist the anchor?
Hoist the anchor.
Is that what you do?
I don't know.
Now I don't know what hoist means all of a sudden.
Well, I think you do hoist the anchor because you're just lifting. Like
But
raise.
it's the whole.
Raise the flag.
I think the hoist is the thing.
Capture.
Oh, capture the.
Capture.
That'd have been good too.
All right, whatever you want.
1.
Okay.
Do it.
Apparently I can push this button.
See how they can see it
Ooh.
now. They can see the word.
Ooh.
Then you go back to small.
Small. Okay. I'm going to go for super.
Okay, let's do it.
Powder.
What?
It felt really strong in my head, but not so
Powder?
much. I'm saying it out loud.
Powder.
Powder. Yeah.
That's it.
I only get one word. So.
Yeah, it is like, but no inflection, just powder.
Powder. It made it worse.
Powder. Oh boy. Powder.
That's fine.
Let's
Just guess.
do powder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Snowboarding, gunpowder.
It's just snow.
Oh,
Powder. No.
was it? There's gunpowder. There's black powder. No powder.
No. Snow. Just snow.
Because we're such avid like snowboarders and skiers that that's totally something we would say.
It is.
Go catch some powder, bro.
That's why I said in that tone.
I understood what you said, and that's where I was thinking. But still, I was like, then she goes, "That didn't sound worse now," and I was like, oh, "Okay, now I'm confused."
It did sound worse.
Actually, it was more convincing to me.
Oh gosh.
Okay, what do you got?
5.
Oh, okay. Everybody see it? Everybody see it? You see it? All right, all right, all right. There's the 5. There's the 5. What is it? What is it? All right. Let's flip it.
What do you need?
I'm going to say 1.
Okay.
Oh, do we have a super?
Yeah, you have 2 supers in front of you. You can
Yeah.
do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Owl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job.
That's right. Good job.
All right. What number you want?
How many are there again? Oh, 5. 5. I'll do a 5 like you do.
Do a 5er?
So I usually go in the middle.
Oh God. Okay. Worst one you could have chosen. 5.
You're welcome.
Okay. 2.
Oh. Is that all we got left?
It's my last. Our last 2.
Okay.
You're wrong.
What?
You're wrong.
So wrong. You're
Aww.
I'll say opinion.
Yes. I was like, this is your phrase.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do number 2.
Okay. Here it is, guys. Here's number 2. Take a peek. Number 2. That's the number 2 that we're going for.
I think you only have 1 and super left.
Yeah. Got it. All right. Go for it. Let's go ahead. Go ahead.
What? Super?
Super.
It's right there in front of your keyboard. That's your super.
Oh, I couldn't even see it. Super sync.
Okay.
Jordans.
Sneakers? Were you going for the name? You going for Michael? I don't know now.
Where does air?
Oh,
That's why I did the Jordans.
it's my bad.
Kind of like you've been doing to me. So I thought maybe you would take your own.
I didn't even
clue.
think about Air Jordans, to be honest.
Well, I obviously you didn't. I was like, how was that? How did you have to explain that to me? I was like, I didn't even think about it. Yeah, we know.
My bad.
And it was like, yeah, on here we have proper names. Michael. Michael is one of these going to be on here. Michael.
I didn't think about it. I apologize. What number you want?
We could have won this game.
What number you want?
1. I am number 1.
Okay. Numero 1. Okay. Okay. Number 1. I'm gonna go with super.
You have another one?
You get 2. What's my last one?
Did I already do one?
Yeah, you did 2 already.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to say
Jordans. Michael.
shut up, I haven't said anything.
Ratchet.
I'm going to say cardio.
What?
Cardio.
Cardio.
Yes.
Exercise?
Yes.
My first thing I was going to say vascular. And I was like, that's not going to be on there.
All right, last one.
We only get one.
Yep. 3.
Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. There it is. Look at the number 3 there. What are we doing? What are we getting? All right. Okay. Doing one.
Doing one.
I'm doing one. Ooh. Don't know.
You're so confident a second ago.
But I can't. Oh, it's 2 words. That's why. Let me just say this.
Okay.
Ready? Omelet.
Omelet. Breakfast?
I was like,
I'll say eggs.
well done.
Thanks. All right, let's see how many we got. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's not so bad. I
Which
thought we
means
started off rough.
We are cohesive.
We
did
started off really rough.
Yeah. We're
Oh,
cohesive.
once we got in the swing of things.
Yeah, we got this.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for joining us. We will get you. I will be reaching out to you. Honestly, probably within, because I get obsessive about these things. It'll probably be tomorrow, the next day. Be reaching out to our community to get your t-shirt size and your step count for the week
average.
prior.
Yes.
Yeah, for 1 week, because we want to do it by the week. Okay, in case you take a day off.
Yeah,
that's good to take a day off. Especially if you're doing better. But until then, we'll talk to you next Friday. We're gonna do one next Friday, and it'll be a little
or Thursday.
maybe. Oh, we want to do Thursday, but
Yeah.
we don't know what's happening. Well, I'd love to do it Thursday,
We
but
can do
I'd like to
Thursday.
give people like a 7 days. No, Thursday's fine.
Yeah.
But everybody get their step count ready. Look it up. Find it. I'm gonna be reaching out to you. If I reach out to you, here's the big thing. If I reach out to you and you don't respond, that's rude. If I reach out to you and you say, I don't want to do this, that's way better.
Yeah.
That's not rude. Telling me you don't want to do it is not rude.
Yeah.
But not responding, kind of rude. Okay?
Like holding the door open for somebody.
Yeah. I was just like, because it's okay to say, hey, that's just not something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. That's not rude. That's honest. And I love honesty. So, until then, we'll see you next week and go hang out with each other and play some games.
They say, go birds.
You can say that if you want.
Go birds.
No, they're not playing right now, so that's
No,
fine. That's
I
weird.
know.
All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Go show up in real life.
And I loved it.